So hello dears, this is Amrish, and as you know I have promised that I will provide you 6 sets of sample question paper for class 12 students, class 12 CBSE students, those who have taken information technology. Subject code is 802, and as I have promised, here I am with the third set of your model paper. And again I am repeating you that if this one is helpful for you, then please mention in the comment section. So let's begin. Already I have told you that you will get 3 hours for your 60 marks, and your question paper will consist of 24 questions that have been divided into 2 sections. That means section A and section B. So section A has only objective type questions and section B contains subjective type questions. So out of the given 24 questions, you have to answer 17 questions. Okay. So in section A you will get 30 marks and in section B you will get 30 marks. That means 30 marks is of objective type questions and 30 marks is of subjective type questions. So let's start about the type of questions that you may get in your exam. Okay. So first, section A, objective type questions. Question number 1. So in question number 1 you will get 6 questions. Out of that 6 questions you have to answer only 4, and this is from employability skills. Okay, each question carries 1 mark. So question number 1 consists of 4 marks. First bit, which is not a characteristic that is required to achieve your goal. So the options are vague, measurable, action oriented, and the last option is timely. From these 4 options, which is not a characteristic which is required to achieve your goal. So vague means you are not clear about your goal. There is some ambiguity. Measurable means you can measure that up to how much you have achieved whenever you are proceeding towards your goal. Action oriented means after setting your goals you have to make a plan and accordingly you have to, that means it needs your hard work. Okay. Timely, that means time bounded. So which one is not the characteristics? Vague, that means if you are not clear about your goal, it is difficult to achieve. For that reason you should properly set your goal. There should be clear goal. Next comes to question number 2. What should be the nature of an ideal employee? Okay, what should be the nature of an ideal employee? So the best employee, or you can say the ideal employee, they constantly look for new ways to improve themselves. Okay, and they try to contribute more towards the organization where they work, and they listen, take feedback seriously, and they are open-minded also. Okay, they don't feel any hesitation to present new ideas. Also, they don't afraid to ask questions and they seek help if they need it. Okay, so this is the nature of an ideal employee. Next comes to question number 3. Undo, cut, copy and paste are dash type of commands. The available options are view, edit, styles and file. So undo, cut, copy, paste, these are comes under your edit command. Okay. Next one, fourth option. In LibreOffice Calc, the dash feature is used to fill a series of numbers such as 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. That means all the even numbers in the increasing sequence. So what is that feature? That is your autofill. Next is, what is the need of business plan? So why you need any business plan? So if you have a proper business plan, then it guides you through each and every stage. That means from starting and managing your business. Okay. So we can say that the three main reasons are to create an effective strategy for growth of the organization, to determine your future financial needs, and to attract investors also. If your company is, if your organization is very large, then investor from your domestic investor, that means from within the country, foreign investors, that is from outside the country, they can also invest, and in this way your organization can reach to a very good height. Okay. Next one, the way of identifying new business is or are: option A, community concern; option B, personal experiences; option C, research with others; option D, all of the above. So all the three options, that's option A, option B, option C, these three are correct. Okay. So you have to choose option D, that is all of the above. So we have finished question number 1, from where you have to answer only 4 questions. Okay. Now comes to question number 2. In question number 2, you will get 7 questions, from which you have to answer only 5, and each question carries 5 marks. Question number 1, what is bytecode? So bytecode means it is an intermediate code, okay, in Java. Whenever you are converting your source code into machine code, then the Java compiler convert your source code into an intermediate code first. That is called your bytecode, which can run on any type of machine. Okay, if that machine have a JVM. So bytecode is an intermediate code which can run on any machine. Next comes to your second question. Write any 2 domains where you are using DBMS. So DBMS is almost it is used everywhere in each and every sector. Okay. So the examples are in banking sector, in your hospital management, in school, colleges, everywhere. Okay. Ticket reservation system, that means your railway ticket reservation, bus ticket reservation, flight ticket reservation, everywhere DBMS is used. Next one, which of the following refers to the number of attributes in a relation? Option A, degree; option B, row; option C, column; next, all of the above. So right answer is degree, that is option A. Next one, what are variables? So variables are the named memory location. Okay. Variable is the storage place for constant. Okay. So it can store different types of constant. Next one. Choose the appropriate command to retry the names and department numbers of all the teachers ordered by department number and show the names of teachers in descending order within each department. So you go through all these four options. Okay, option A, option B, option C and option D. So the right option here is select name, department number from teacher, order by department number ASC, that means in ascending order, comma, name DESC in descending order. Okay, that is the right choice. Next, what will be the output? Go through the code first. Look at one thing that I am trying to make this video as short as possible, okay, so that you can feel easy to go through the overall video, or necessarily I don't want to make it lengthy. Okay, so detailed process here I don't want to explain in each questions. I'll explain each and every question in short. Okay, so in question number 6, yeah, you go through the code. After going through the code, you can see that you will get the output 40. Okay, integer a equal to 50, value of a equal to 40. If a greater than 40, no, and a less than 45, no. So the first statement, that means the statement within if will not run, else system.out.println a. So the value of a will be only 40. Write the full form of DATE. Write the full form of DATE. So the full form of DATE is Department of Electronics and Information Technology. Department of Electronics and Information Technology. So we have finished question number 2 also. Now comes to question number 3. From here you will get 7 questions. Out of that 7 questions you have to answer only 6. And each question here also carries 1 marks. Okay. So first bit. Which of the following command is used to delete the existing row in a table? Options are delete, update, insert, and none of the above. So answer will be delete. That means option A. Now comes to question number 2. Consider the following table structure. Create table student. Your student is the name of the table. Its columns are roll number, which is primary key, student name, gender, date of birth, and address. So in the above relation, which attribute will not take null values? Options are student's name, address, date of birth, roll number. So as you have set roll number as your primary key, so roll number can't take null values. Okay, because if it will take null values, then it can't uniquely identify each and every record. So by default, primary key never take null values. Comes to next one. Third one. Write any 2 advantages of DBMS. So if you use DBMS, it will minimize the data redundancy and it will also minimize the inconsistency. That means a mismatch of data. If you have saved in more than one file, then the mismatch or your inconsistency that will minimize. These are the 2 important advantages. You can write any other advantage also. Next one, find out the error in the following code snippet. Go through this code snippet that I have written here. Okay. Yeah. So after going through this course snippet, you may have marked that there is no increment of your variable. Variable has been not incremented here. Okay, that means the variable a has been not incremented here. Okay, so this loop will run infinitely. Got it? It will run infinitely because you have taken the value of a as 1, and 1 is always less than or equal to 10. This condition will always satisfied, and you have not incremented this variable. So this will be an infinite loop. Okay, so if you want to make it correct, then you have to include a plus plus or a plus equal to 2, whatever may be. You have to increase it and place it within the while block. Okay, comes to next one. Question 5th. Why main method is so special in Java program? Why main method is so special in Java program? There should be a space here between special and in. There should be one space. Okay, so as you know, your program execution always starts from the main method. Okay, whenever execution start, it will first search for the main method. So anyhow you have to include main method. You may take thousands of methods, but if you will not take main method, then your program execution will never start. Clear? I am repeating this same thing, that program execution will always start from the main method. For that reason, main method is special. You have to include anyhow, otherwise your program will not run. Next one. Find out the error, if any. Go through this course snippet. Integer j equal to 1 while j less than equal to 5. J equal to j minus 1. So what we have marked here, this loop will run infinitely. Why? Because value of j will be always less than 5. Clear? Each time its value will be decremented by 1, and at the starting you have taken its value as 1. Okay, so 1 minus 1 equal to 0, 0 is less than 5. Again in next step 0 minus 1 equal to minus 1, it is also again less than 5. In next step minus 1 equal to minus 2. So always its value will be less than 5. So it will always satisfy. So this loop will never end. Clear? This is the error here. Next one. What is the difference between the threes in these two expressions? Expression 1, integer num3. Next is num3 equal to 15. In the first case, that means here this 3 means the index. Okay, and we are pointing out the fourth element of the array. Why? Because array index starts from 0. So first element is referenced by 0. So num3 means your array name is num, and 3 is the fourth position. 3 means the fourth position. Okay, and the next case num3 equal to 15. That means here we are assigning the value. 15 will be stored or we can say we have assigned the value 15 for the fourth element in the array num. Got it? Comes to next one. So we have finished question number 3rd also. Next comes to question number 4th. Answer any 5 out of the given 6 questions. So here you will get 6 questions, from where you have to answer any 5 questions. First one, point out the error if any, and here also each question carries 1 mark. Okay, so first one, point out the error if any. So go through this code. Public static void main string args integer I equal to 1. Do while I less than 10 system.out.print. Within that you have got something. Next, I plus equal to 2. So what is wrong here? The do while statement is, do while condition is written wrong. Okay, this is not the way of writing. Simply first you have to include everything within the do block, and after the ending curly braces. Okay, that means at the end of the block you have to mention the condition. That what I am telling you, that this should not be included here. Okay, and you have to place this condition here in this place. Okay, then it will be right. That means after do you have to start with curly braces, and you can write your statements, and then after pressing your ending curly braces you have to write the while condition. Okay, comes to next one. Find odd one out. Options are grouped by DESC, that means descending, ASC for ascending. Next one is order by. Okay, so descending means you have to place any column values in descending order. ASC means you have to place the domains of any attribute in ascending order. Order by, also using your order by keyword also you can, using your order by phrase also you can set any attributes values in a specific order. So here group by is the odd one, option A. Next comes to question number 3rd. How does e-governance help in increasing accountability? So as you know, since all the functions and informations of the government are available online, yes or no? So since all the informations are available online, e-governance has increased the accountability. That means it is providing maximum information online, so we can go through that information. Okay, next one, what is the size of Boolean data type? So size of Boolean data type is 1 bit only, 1 bit. Next question, question number 5th. What will be the output of the following MySQL statement? So your MySQL statement is, select start from employee where start date between 2007-01-01 and 2008, last month of 2008, and the date is 31st. So the available options are all employees details after 2007, all employees details after 2008, all employees details between 2007 to 2008, and the last one, none of the mentioned. So your answer will be all employees details between 2007 to 2008. Okay. Next one, which of the following is a disadvantage of web-based applications? Option A, they do not need to be installed. They are available 24/7. They are slow as compared to software based applications. And the last one, they offer cross platform compatibility. So the right choice here is they are slow as compared to software based applications. Why they are slow? Because you have to access through internet. That's why. Okay. Now comes to question number 5th. This is also 1 mark question. So you will get 6 options, and from there you have to attend only 5. Question number 1st. Internet transactions are susceptible to frauds. Creating a strong password is vital. A strong password has options are 6 to 8 alphanumeric characters. Option B, special symbols. Next, only numbers. Option D, both A and B. So you should create your password by including alphabets, digits, any special symbols, whatever you can see in your keyboard. Okay, so the right choice is both A and B. And that means your option D. Second one, which among the following operators is a belong to inequality conditions? So for inequality conditions, both option A and option B. Okay, so your right option is option D here. Next, find out the correct option from the following to get only those values whose product ID is not belong to either P001, P005, P006. Okay, so go through all these 4 commands and notice, I think you may have got your answer from these 4 commands. So the right option is option D. Select account ID, product ID, customer ID from account where product ID not in P001, P005, P006. Okay, you can't use not equal to, is not among. These are not allowed. Okay, you have to use not in. Next one, what is the need of break keyword in switch case statement? If you will not include break keyword in any case, then suppose any condition will satisfy, then after executing the statements within that case, the control will not exit, okay, from your switch block if you will not include break keyword. Okay, the another case also, that will also run, that will also execute. But if you include break keyword in each and every cases, then after running the statements within the case which will match with your switch, okay, then after executing those statements, the control will automatically comes out of that switch case structure. Clear? If you place your break keyword, then after executing the statements which will match, then the control will automatically comes out of the switch case structure. Next one, what are the advantages of e-governance? So your e-governance, that has already increased transparency in administration, okay, Because of e-governance, you may have observed less corruption in the administration, citizen empowerment through access to different informations also. It has improved delivery and efficiency of government services. Okay. Next is, what are the different matters of consideration during feasibility study? So, what to consider during feasibility study? As you know that feasibility study that comes under your requirement definition page, which is the first page of your web application project. So first you have to consider about technical feasibility. That means whatever technology is required, all those your tools, techniques are available there or not. If not available, then how much it will cost to buy. That comes under your technical feasibility. Next is your economical feasibility. That means if it is profitable or not. Sufficient staffs are available or not. If not available, then how many staffs you have to hire for that project. So these are the different feasibility study. So after going through all this feasibility study, you can decide whether you have to proceed or not. If it is feasible, if it is profitable, you can proceed. Otherwise, you can refuse after going through this study. Okay. So this section also we have finished. Question number 5 also we have finished. Next comes to question number 6. Here also you have to answer any 5 questions out of the given 6 questions. For question number 1, what do you understand by global variables? So what is global variables? They are defined outside the scope of all the functions. Okay. So for that reason, these variables can be assessed and modified by any function. Clear? That is your global variables. Write any 2 characteristics of a project. Any 2 characteristics you have to write. I am mentioning you the only 2 characteristics. If you want to write any other characteristics, then also you can write it. Okay. So first is, a project has a specific time frame. Within that time frame, the project has to be finished. Okay. Next one is, a project is complete when its end objectives are achieved, for which you have developed your project. If you have achieved that goal, you can stop there. Okay. Next one, what will be the output of the following MySQL statement? One statement is given here. Along with that statement, you have 4 available options. You have to choose the right one. Okay, go through these statements. So what you have noticed here? The right option is, all employees whose last name should have letter A in second position, and in the rest of the characters there should be at least one E in his name. Okay. Next one, name a site which offers web development tutorials. So one site is w3schools.com. You can also write any other sites. Okay. Fifth one, point out the errors, if any, in the following statements. Go through the statements. So what is wrong with the statements? You have declared the size of the array is 7 here. Okay, and since the array index start with 0, you should replace the value 7 inside your for loop with 6. Okay, that means this should be replaced with 6. That 7 should be replaced with 6 here. Okay, then everything is correct. Next one, which website should we search for the list of NCERT ebooks? So the answer is www.ncert.nic.in. So we have finished section A, which is objective types, where each question carries 1 mark. Now comes to section B, subjective type questions. Okay. Answer any 3 out of the given 5 questions on employability skills. So from this section you will get 5 questions from employability skills, from where you have to answer any 3 out of the given 5 questions. Okay, and each question carries 2 marks. So let's discuss first one. What do you understand by personality development? Give some tips for personality development. So personality development is the development of the whole organized pattern of behaviors, how you have to behave. Okay, and the attitudes that makes a person distinctive. Next, give some tips. So you should be always look confident. You have to improve your communication skills. You should properly dress up. Okay, you should follow your passion, and you should do what you like. Clear? Next is you should mind on your body language. You should be proper. You have to include your you have to improve your social skills also. Okay, you should develop leadership qualities within you. You should be optimistic if you think about your result. Okay, and the most important thing is be a patient listener and a good learner. Okay, next one, differentiate between histrionic and narcissistic personality disorder. So the people with your histrionic personality disorder, they try to get more attention by being overly dramatic. Okay, and they are easily influenced by others, and they are extremely sensitive to criticism or disapproval. But in case of your narcissistic personality disorder, the people, they believe that they are more important than others. Okay, and they have no empathy for others also, and it tends to exaggerate their own achievements. Okay, next one, what are the different types of text alignment within a cell? Which is default alignment? So you know that there are 3 types of alignment: left alignment, right alignment, and center alignment. Okay, and for text, the default alignment is left, or you can say bottom left. Okay, question number 10, what are the elements of organizational skills? What are the elements of organizational skills? So different elements are time management, goal setting, efficiency, managing quality. Question 11. Write and describe about any two characteristics of entrepreneurship. So, if you tell about only two characteristics, then first one, it deals with optimization in utilization of resources. Whatever resources are available, it should be used optimized. Okay. Next is, it is the ability of an entrepreneur to take risks. You may also write any other characteristics. Clear? Next one. Answer any 3 out of the given 5 questions. These are also 2-mark questions. Why DBMS is needed in educational sector? Why DBMS is needed in educational sector? So in educational sector, you need DBMS. Suppose you are talking about in school, colleges, you need to keep details about each and every students, their name, their roll number, their classes, what subjects they have taken, their parents' name, their address, contact number of their parents. Everything need to be stored. Next is to create their report card, marks of different subject. All those values have to feed into the system. Okay. For those reasons, we need DBMS in educational sector. Next, explain degree and cardinality with an example. So example you have to give here. Okay. So degree means the number of attributes in a specific relation or a specific table. Cardinality means the number of tuples, or you can say number of rows. Take one example. Okay, there take some attributes, and at the same time take a values of those attributes also, and from there you can show degree and cardinality. Next one, question number 14. Which among the following are valid variable names? First one, star 1, 2, 3. This is valid because here you have only alphabet and digits, and your variable name have start with alphabet, so it is correct. Next is 5_bino. You can't start your variable name with any digit, so this is not a valid variable. Next one, _high. It is correct. Underscore is allowed in our first character. Next, Adit. Next is one question mark. Next is hash symbol. Okay. So other symbols except your alphabet, digits, underscore, your dollar symbol, rest of the symbols are not allowed. So last one is also not applicable, not allowed, not a valid variable name. Okay. So the valid variable names are first one and third one. Okay. Next, differentiate between character n and variable character n data type. N is the size. Okay. You have to take any value for n. So character n means whenever you are taking the character and any size, suppose you have given 15 in place of n, suppose you have taken its size as 15, and here also you have taken the value of n as 15. So what will be the difference? If you are taking simple character data type, then after taking that data type, since you have mentioned its size as 15, and suppose you have taken the value which is less than 15. That means it will not take that amount of space. So in this case, the rest of the space will be simply wasted. Where if you are taking for that means if you are simply taking the character data type, okay, the unused space here will be wasted. And if you are taking variable character, then after taking the value, if some space is not used, then that space can be used for some other purpose. But the unused space cannot be used, that simply wasted in case of character data type, okay. And in case of variable character data type, unused space can be used for some other purpose. Comes to next one. What will be the output of the following code? Here pre-decrement and post-decrement operator has been used. Difference between your pre-decrement and post-decrement, or pre-increment or post-increment, is in case of pre-increment or pre-decrement, the value will be incremented or decremented first, then it will be used. If you have taken post decrement, then the value is used, after that it will be decremented, okay. So go through this, you will found a value of I as 2, value of j as 3, and value of k also 3, okay. Try to solve it. Next, answer any two out of the given 3 questions. You have 3 questions and each question carries 3 marks. You have to answer any 2 from these 3 questions. First one. Consider the following statement. String demo equal to love you daddy. Demo is a variable which is of string data type. That means it will store any string, okay. Write a single line Java code using string methods to perform the following. Convert the demo to lowercase. Replace daddy by mom in the above string. Third one. Add a new string and mom at the end of original string. So you have to use all the functions of the string classes. Go through those classes, okay. Go through those functions and you have to write in a single sentence here, okay, in a single instructions. Next one. A table 10 has degree 3 and cardinality 8. What is the number of rows and columns in it? Number of rows means cardinality, already I have mentioned you. So its cardinality will be 8 and its column will be 3. That means the degree is 3, its column 3, okay. So next, explain about relation schema and relation state with an example. Example you have to give. Relation schema means the definition of your database, or in this case relation schema means the definition of your relation. That means name of the relation, name of the columns along with their data types or whatever constants you have taken, that is your relation schema. Relation state means at any moment the available rows, okay, or you can say the state of the relation at any instance of time. Okay. Next one. Answer the following. How database management concepts are useful in educational sector? Yeah, this question has been repeated. Okay, already I have explained you. Next comes to next one. A school is making database of students, faculty, and other staff members. Teacher table include teacher ID, teacher name, and department. Give details of student table along with its schema. So you can include student name, student roll number, his or her parents name, that is father name, mother name, address, contact number of father. Okay, so you can take all those columns with their data type. Okay, so next comes to question number 20. Consider the following table: fitness or details about fitness products being sold in the store. Write command of SQL for first to third and output for fourth. So this type of questions you may get in your exam. Okay, go through all the statements what are written from option of from bit number first to fourth, and try to answer correspond to the table fitness. Okay, next. Question number 21. Answer the followings. In which phase of web application development project the scope of the application is defined? So the scope of the application is defined in the first page, that is requirement definitions page. What do you understand by data connectivity? Data connectivity means connecting to the front end with the back end. Front end means the user interface, back end means the rest of the things that I like your database, the program, the language that has been used, everything. Okay, front end is only for users, rest of the things are back end. Okay, so you have to connect front end with back end, that is called data connectivity. Next, explain if-else statement along with syntax and example. So you have to write first the syntax of if-else statement, next give one example. Next question, differentiate between a while loop and do while loop. Support your answer with the help of a suitable example. You have to give one example. Try to write while loop and do while loop for same program. Okay, and look at the difference, mark the difference. So what happens in case of a while loop? If the condition will not satisfy, then at the first iteration also the statement can't run. Okay, that means the controls will take out of the loop. But in case of a do while statement, the do while loop, what happens? At least once the statement will run if condition will not satisfy, then also, because in case of do while loop the condition will be tested later. Okay, next, differentiate between library methods and user defined methods. What are library methods? Those are the inbuilt methods. Those are developed at the time of compiler generation. Okay, when the compiler program has been written, at that time the library methods are also written there. But user defined methods means we have to define the method. We are the users, we have to define the methods. That means we have to give a name. What the method will do, that we have to specify. We have to mention its data type, everything. Next, write user defined method to find the factorial of a number. So you have to write the code to find the factorial of a number. So thank you students. Here I have provided you the third set of your model paper. If this is helpful, if this is really helpful for you, please give your comments. I am promising you that again I will come with fourth set, fifth set and sixth set also. So thank you.